Hey budget gardeners, Vita Loca here. Join me today as I show you how to collect the seeds from a Rudbeckia plant. So let's go. There are a lot of different types of Rudbeckia out there. The black-eyed Susan or the Goldstrom variety is the variety that we're going to pick the seeds from today. But in this video, the process that I'm going to show you for collecting the seeds from Rudbeckia will apply to either the annual or perennial varieties of Rudbeckia. Today, we're only going to pick a few seeds because I just want to show you what to look for when you're collecting the seeds. However, I'm going to leave the rest of the seeds here so that the golden finches and other birds can harvest from these plants and eat the seeds during the fall, winter months. When I show you what the seeds look like, I want you to pay close attention to the difference between the seeds as well as the shaft. Here you're looking at the flower bud, which will eventually turn into a flower, and you're also looking at the beautiful flower of the Rudbeckia. These are different stages of the blooms that have gone by. I prefer to wait until the flower stalk right below the bloom has turned a brown color. That typically ensures that the seeds are viable and ripe. And here are examples of flower stalks that have turned brown. Here's an example of a flower stalk that has started to turn brown. And you'll also see that the birds have started feasting on the seeds. Let's go ahead and remove the seed pod, and I'll show you how to collect the seeds from it. I'm going to snip the stem using hand pruners because sometimes it's a little tricky pulling the seed pods off of the stem. Here's a close-up of what the seed pod looks like. I'll be using a kitchen strainer, and right beneath it is a bowl, and that helps separate the seed from the non-seed material. The non-seed material is also called chaff. And I'm just going to take the seed pod and rub it between my fingers to release the seeds. I can also go ahead now and just shake this around. And now I can take the contents of what's in my bowl and just pour them on the paper. And what you're looking at is a close-up of what the seed pod and the seeds look like. I like to store my seeds in small Ziploc bags. You can use a paper bag or a glass jar. Just make sure that your seeds are fully dry. I like to let them dry for about 1 week. I like to label my bag with the name of the seed and the year that I collected the seeds. I've placed a US dime there so that you can use it as a reference next to the seeds, the seed pod, and the bag. When it comes to starting my perennials from seed, I prefer to use what's called the winter sowing process because most, but not all, perennials require what's called a cold stratification period. What I'll do is I'll put a link to the winter sowing playlist down in the description below in case you're interested. Also, I've made a lot of videos showing you how to collect the seeds from lots of different plants and how to start the seeds. I'll also put links to those videos down in the description. If you have any questions or comments, I'd love to hear from you. And until the next video, make it a great day with gardening.